state showdown. And in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. It's the FIU Panthers and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
USF made one of the most interesting hires in the coaching carousel. Brian Hartline is a proven winner as a player and an assistant. Now he'll have an opportunity, first time as a head coach. We will see if he's able to get USF back on top. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So USF's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, better look out! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's taking the shot. And the missed connection on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. And the punt hits ground to the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rushes on him. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Quarterback keep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone...
Here's a little room there, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Another incompletion on third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's McNeil. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. On the run, it's Isaac. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Selden. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He unleashes a long one. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one.
First down. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space, it's Collins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hoke. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Anderson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The hand to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Defense in press coverage. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The run inside. It's Isaac. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Bulls will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll try to pop the draw, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On on the run. It's Isaac. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. And as their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose, Holly will update his condition soon. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ford International comes out to start this drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Handoff from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Motion from the wideout. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a third and long. Just keeps slinging it. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. FIU pushing tempo.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The running back has it. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get...
Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
The Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinal able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Ollie, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Checking in with the USF head coach at the half. He will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Under fire. It's complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Motion from the back. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right back to him on the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. They go to the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Stone. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. FIU will line up to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there and just...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long.
Going long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and 4. Pulls and fires complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This USF offense will open this drive right here. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bulls line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And off from the shotgun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Caught behind the line. It's McNeil. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Keeps it himself. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks it and runs through another guy. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. To tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 36, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Offense working from the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. Looking to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking downfield on 1st down, and his throw is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Could be an alley. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. FIU set up with another 1st down. grabbed behind the line. It's Stone. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Opposite.
And the Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Blue 30.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Flag 14. Flag.
Just ran him over.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and they let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeps it on the draw. Short gain on the play before he slides.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Got a little grass. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Some misdirection with the counter. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.